A brand new AIO has hit the market and they claim this might be the best one. It's the Hite Q60 Thick, and we gotta talk about it. So Hite has come out with their own AIO and it's called the Thick Q60. Now this thing is probably the best box we've seen so far when it comes to coolers. It's got really nice coloring. This is really nice material, and it came plastic wrapped. But for the sake of this, I took the plastic wrap off beforehand, and to my surprise, we couldn't even get an early peek of this before we're doing the unboxing. So everything you see me reacting to is a genuine reaction, first time getting to look at this in person. So let's get into it. To start, you open up the box and it has this paper, right? This paper is here for a reason. It doesn't move. It is not like untaped paper. This is actually stuck to the thing because they want you to rip open into the box to get to the actual cooler. So we're gonna do that right now. And it's a box, but we're gonna get past the box and into the actual cooler here. Okay, hold on. Wow, Nick, this thing is thick. I mean, no pun intended, I guess. The Thick Q60 lives up to its name. Wow, this is heavy. So let's move the boxes and stuff out of the way here. We got instructions that our builders will go over before we actually put this in a PC. But let's start off with this radiator and the fans. So it does come combined and put together, which is nice, but it was heavy when I pulled this thing out of the box. Wow. The radiator on this thing is actually insane. This is by far the thickest radiator I've ever seen. Now this is a 2-rad cooler, and they're claiming that the quality of this actually surpasses a lot of 3-rad coolers. We're gonna put that to the test, but that'll be later in the video, so stay tuned for that. But first thoughts here, this packaging, phenomenal. This radiator is massive. The color designs are pretty cool. I do wish if they were going to match it to their other cases, they had some different colors, but it does look like it only comes in this black and white color. So food for thought for all of you out there buying it. But the big piece of all of this is this brand new one-of-a-kind screen that comes on the cooler. And there it is. Wow. This thing is massive. This is basically a phone. Just to give full clarity, that is pretty impressive. And one of the cooler things about this cooler, I know, again, no pun intended, is that what you can't see on the back here, and we saw this in some of the promo material, is that this actually lights up RGB and lights up your motherboard. So it's a pretty unique build for this, but honestly, while the unboxing experience was great, we won't know how great this cooler really is until we get it into a build. So let's give it to our testers, let them test this bad boy out, and then we'll get it into a build to show you all at home.
Now that Panda got done with the unboxing and did his overview on it, now let's break down in detail and go over the specs. This is my first time seeing this product as well, so just bear with me here for a second because I do kind of want to take a look at it real quick. The word thick is pretty accurate for this thing, as you guys saw with the unboxing. Tubes are thick, radiator's thick, and the guys in the warehouse did some testing on it, and with the temperatures and everything, they gave me some more data on it. In comparable to a triple rad AIO, this actually is very comparable. Temps were very, very close. So that's actually a really good thing because being a dual rad, but this thing is so thick. But while it was doing that, keeping the same temperatures, something we did notice is that these fans were nowhere near as loud as a triple rad that we usually test with. So this was actually very good as far as performance. And as far as looks, as you guys saw earlier, it looks really good. The screen itself, it's a pretty massive screen. It's 5 inches. It's 720 by 1280 as well. So high resolution, one of the highest on the market, with a 60 hertz refresh rate as well, which is kind of crazy. But not only aesthetically is it really nice, you also have the pump, which goes from 2,000 RPM all the way to 4,500. Again, that's pretty high in this industry. The average is around 3,000 RPM. So the performance on this is phenomenal for what you get, and of course aesthetically pleasing. It looks phenomenal. The other thing too is the screen itself is rocking a quad-core CPU as well, which is kind of crazy. And to give you a comparison, because like I said, it is 5 inches, this is the iPhone 15. This is the biggest one that they offer, and you can see side by side, it's pretty crazy. So it is a very, very big screen. The screen also does rotate as well. If you guys want to like move it around, it is on a hinge. So you guys have the ability to kind of move it side to side. One also good thing that I did like that they did is that the panel is actually an IPS panel. Well, you ask, what is an IPS panel? Some of you don't know what that is. An IPS panel, what it does, it allows you to see it from any angle. You can see the colors actually stay intact with an IPS panel. So that's always something that I personally use when I was a graphic designer. That's huge. And this is a really good feature that they did on this cooler. So much appreciated on this. I mean, you guys did a phenomenal job. The Q60 is definitely something I would recommend, something I would personally use. This build, in fact, is actually for someone here at the warehouse because this thing is amazing. We love it. But yeah, this is a great product. Now, would I recommend the Q60 for 2024 in your build? I would say yes. Now, it does come with a high price tag at $299, but as they always say, you get what you pay for. This is a quality product. You get a thick radiator, nice quiet fans as well, and a 5-inch display. So it's very comparable to the other product out there that have an LCD screen. At this price point, it's very competitive.